Hey everybody, it's Dr. Robert Potoff with King James Bible Institute, and I wanted to come to you today to give you a little bit of an update about things that are going on. Some of these things are going to be a little hard to imagine, but they're absolutely wonderful things. So I do want to start with just thanking everybody for all of your hard work and dedication that you've been doing to get your tests completed, videos watched, assignments turned in, things of that nature. There's a lot of them coming in. Great day. And the emails are coming in virtually nonstop about most of them are emails of people thanking us for what's going on, and we highly appreciate the thanks that are coming from that's coming from everybody. Excuse me, I got tongue tied. And bear with me, I got a little bit of bronchitis, so if y'all could be praying for me about that. A lot of folks have been asking about Brother Breaker and when he would be back from Israel. Well, he is back and he is home, so those prayers have been answered. He's back with us and he's back with his church. So we do want to thank you for the prayers and also thank you for those that will be praying for this bronchitis that I'm going through. I've got a few announcements that we want to put out there so that you guys can know about them. For anybody that's within reasonable driving distance of Kentucky, we have a revival coming up in the month of July from the 14th and through the 20th in Pine Knot, Kentucky, at the Sulphur Springs Baptist Church. One of our own students is the pastor there, so brother Pastor Donnie T. King, he'll be the hosting pastor. So myself, Brother Breaker, a few other students actually will be speaking there. So I encourage you, come out. We've got a good time of fellowship. We're going to be going to the Ark Encounter as a group. And to the Bible Museum, excuse me, not the museum, the Creation Museum. We're going to be going as a group there, so you'll get your possibly get to tour the Ark with myself and Brother Breaker. That will be a treat watching Brother Breaker go through there. He is a different character. He's fun, man. He's fun to be around. So I encourage you guys, come be and enjoy the time of fellowship with us. I do believe that kids get in free. Check on that, but we'll be trying to get a group rate, so y'all let us know if you would like to go. I may put a sign up as well. Speaking of things that you can sign up for, we now have a chat session on the KJBI website. So you go there. There's a student chat. I'm not 100% how well it works yet because I haven't had any students really test it for me yet, but I haven't made an announcement about it. So here's the announcement. If you wouldn't mind, go in there, check it out, see how it works. Now it's a homemade chat group. This is one that I put together myself instead of going outside and using platforms that we'd have to pay for or things like that. Which we want to make this thing as cheap and free as possible. I will consider updating it to something that wasn't built in-house, something that maybe functions better if there's functions that we do need, things of that nature. But it's just a quick way that students can contact each other. That way we don't give out anybody's personal information. We would much rather you guys do that yourselves. We're going to safeguard your information, but through that you can contact other students and see who maybe somebody in your area is taking classes. That would be a neat thing. It would be pretty neat, I think, to have some groups built around each state where people are at, especially helping folks find churches and things of that nature. So you guys play with that and see what you like. We also have the bookstore out there, and I do want to talk about that just for a moment because right now I'm adding some books from some of you students. We've got three students so far that are inside of that have books inside of the bookstore. So I encourage you go check them out. Support some of your students, your fellow students that are out there. I mean, a lot of folks that are taking this program have been in ministry for a while, or they've been thinking about ministry for a while, but they've already done other things, and they have some good content that's out there. Now, if you have a book and you would like to get it in our bookstore, you can do that as well. It's got to be biblically based, and you'll need to get a copy of it to me, and I'll read it. And as long as everything lines up doctrinally, I would have no problem putting it in the bookstore. Now, some of them are even children's books, so for you that have children, there's some children's books and devotionals out there. Please check them out. They're great. There's a list of my books and Brother Breaker's books as well. So please check those out. I'm sure they'll be a blessing for you guys out there. Everything is very priced cheap. So people aren't trying to get rich off of these things. They want to be a blessing. They want to create keep creating content that you and your family can enjoy. Now that being said, we also do have the people have been asking me about different types of merchandise. Some things have been a little bit more difficult to make, like embroidery things. So some folks have asked about that. I'm working on that. The embroidery is the hardest part for me. So the regular print items we can get out. We can get them designed fairly quickly there. But embroidery, you got to bear with me because that takes a special some special attention basically. All right, so the big thing that I wanted to tell you guys about is right now, the last time I checked, we were at 1,350 students in just a couple of months here. So we sat down and we did the math on what that actually means for the body of Christ, especially for folks that are taking the courses. So 1,350 students, that's just what we know of that have actually gone through the sign-up process, because you can watch all the material, take all the tests without signing up. You can do that without filling out the form. So just the ones that have filled out the form, there's 1,350 of them, and this is what this number will be based off of. So what you guys have access to right now, the average, or not the average cost, the low end cost. So the cheapest like-minded school that I could find, what you have access to right now is worth about $6,500 per student. So when we did the math on that, and I'm talking to my calculator right now, so that's I can't do it, but it was a little bit less than $9 million. It's like $8,600,000 and some change. That's a lot of money. We have effectively saved that much money for our students. That's a blessing right there. Like, what my goal is for you guys is to be able to use that money in ministry as the Lord calls you to different works. That would be an absolute wonderful thing there. To sit back and realize that we've done that now, and we weren't planning on that happening. We were planning on maybe having 100 students by now, and then maybe growing that number slowly over time. We were not expecting this wave of students to come in, and we are beyond pleased. Now, the more students that are there, the more problems that I find and the quicker I find them. So I know I've got a lot of emails about issues with the test or the grade portal, things of that nature. And it has gotten to the point where I cannot answer them same day most of the time. Unfortunately, I would love to be able to, but we're talking about hundreds of emails a day potentially. Most of the emails that are coming in aren't issue emails. Most of them are thank you emails. So I encourage you guys that I enjoy the thank you emails. That's great. Don't stop with them. If you have an issue, though, please use the form, the Help Us Get Better form. If you do that, I'm going to see it a little bit quicker. If you email me about a problem, I may just see that just fly through there. Great day. All right. But if you email me about a problem, it may be lost in the middle of a bunch of different emails that I'm going through as I have time to go through them. So please fill out the form about the problem so that we can get to it as quickly as possible. And I will try my best to respond to every one of those. But unfortunately, there are sometimes where there's multiple people that'll send about the same problem. So once the problem's fixed, if I see the same problem, I just go ahead and delete it, because just to help myself, because I'm a one-man show here keeping this thing running for us. So be praying about that. Be praying for the Lord to send help. It does look like we're probably going to have to hire some things done, and that's a good problem to have. Unfortunately for us, any financial burden right now, it's hard for us to justify moving forward on something with a financial burden, because we want to keep the school free. So we are dependent on donations to help with that, and some of you guys have been very very generous to help us get some things accomplished there. We highly appreciate that. And I do want to invite every one of you out to our TikTok channel. You can find me on TikTok. It's called Mission 1611 is the name of the TikTok channel, or if you look up Dr. Robert Potoff, you'll find me on there. And what we've got going on, is we've been able to lead multiples, like hundreds of folks to the Lord now through the channel. And I would encourage you to come out, watch, talk to us, let us know. Let me know on there that you're a student, and we'd love to talk to you and ask you how you enjoy the school, things of that nature. But please keep us in prayer. It's a lot of work. I wasn't expecting it to be this much. I do enjoy doing it. But just like anybody else, I can get overwhelmed with it, and there's times when I just want to take a breath and take a step back, and sometimes that's almost impossible, because when you take a step back, there's a lot of things that just build up in your absence. So I am personally looking for someone to train to do what I'm doing, because it will not be long and one man will not be able to do this. So I'll be praying about that, and I'll keep you guys posted when we decide to get someone to do it. It'll be hard to get a volunteer to do it, so like it just is what it is. It is hard to get a volunteer to do something the way that you would do it yourself. So I'm looking at most likely a paid position on that, which means I got to come up with the funds to be able to pay someone to do that. And we want to keep as few people on payroll as possible. So my wife has generously stepped in to help to do what she is able to do, and she's a great help. She takes so much off of my plate to help you guys. That being said, she's only one. So technically, we have really two people doing this stuff, and it's still overwhelming. But it's, like I said, it's a good problem to have. I love the fact that so many of you are so focused on getting the studies done. I'm anxious to see you guys finish. And also, if you I don't know if I've showed you guys this yet or not. Let me see here. Well, I thought hey, Brooklyn, hand me that degree. I'll show you this. I got my assistant over here, the Ryan's certificate in the frame right there. I'm going to show you this. Sorry for the little bit of a delay. She wasn't prepared to have to hand me something. All right, so we've had a little bit of an update on what we'll be doing for certificates, and I don't know if this is going to be backwards or forwards for you guys, but this is what the first certificate's going to look like for us. Got Pastor Ryan Poff. He is my co-host for the TikTok Live, so his first certificate will be it's ready to go out. I'll probably bring it to him in Kentucky just to save myself on shipping, and Ryan can just wait. Ryan's a good guy, but this is what they'll look like here. But you'll have a associate's degree, certificates, associate's degree, bachelor's degree, master's, doctoral degrees, and they'll be tweaked a little bit different depending on what degree is actually going out to a person. So I hope you got to see that, and we're looking at some other things that'll be coming out in the future here. Some more classes will be coming out, some different things of that nature. So guys, keep us prayed up. I get tongue-tied just like anybody does, but keep us prayed up. We love you. Thank you so much for all the support. Thank you so much for your dedication to studying the Word of God. May God bless each and every one of you in all of your endeavors. Y'all be good, be blessed, and we'll either see you here, there, or in the air. Y'all be good.